Hey, hi there. So today we are going to talk about the strategy for cracking SBI PO mains. So here I am Gorangi. So I cleared SBI PO for the very first time. Okay, for the very first attempt. And therefore I want to help you out that what steps you should take so that you clear the SBI PO mains also in the very first attempts. So the SBA prelims has already taken place in 8th of March, and now students they are waiting for the 16th and 24th of March, the leftover candidates. And if your score is coming from 55 to 65 in this range, then you have chances that you get selected. Okay, so in that case definitely you should prepare for the means. Please don't wait for the last minute, because you will hardly get, I think, max to max 10 to 15 days, and that too I'm just that's the maximum I'm telling you, because we know everything about IBPS, the weight gives the results. So you should start preparing from this time only. And even if you think that you are not sure whether you will clear mains or not, but still one day you will have to sit, because if you are a banking aspirant, one day you will be sitting in the mains examination, no? If you have that much of confidence. So definitely, please start preparing from now only. So starting from reasoning. If I talk about how to prepare for the mains reasoning, so see, many of us are in the, we can say, misconception that you have to solve very tough puzzles for the SBI PO mains or IBPS PO mains level puzzles, and you have to give a lot of time to puzzles. See, it is not that necessary. First, you should conquer the miscellaneous portion. Miscellaneous portion means like reverse syllogisms, coded inequality, coded directions, coded blood relations, and all. Then we have input output. So you should work on these portions first, because in this case you are sure that if you give your time in this sections, okay, or in this miscellaneous portion, then you have high chances that you will reach the answer. But let's say you have chosen one puzzle, okay, one mains puzzle. Are you sure that you will be able to solve it after giving, even if after giving 10 minutes of your precious examination time, and you will be reaching the answer? No, you're not sure of this. So therefore, for the first 10 to 15 minutes of the reasoning mains, no, it's necessary that you go for the miscellaneous portion first. Therefore, prepare the miscellaneous topics first, and then it's not necessary that you should solve a lot of puzzles. Okay, some puzzles that you're good in, you can just excel in that. Otherwise, it's not anywhere, it is not necessary that you should prepare for the uh, you know maze level puzzle that too so difficult. Just go for the miscellaneous version. Okay, and give a lot of sectional marks. See, whatever sectional marks you have purchased, you have in your account, just give them all before you enter into the examination, because the more you practice, the more you train your brain in a way that you have to adjust your speed, strategy, and your solving in that 40 45 minutes, whatever the duration is. So you will definitely excel in that, and this strategy actually works, if you believe me. Okay, next thing, let's talk about quants. Quants means also the same strategy I have for you. Like means, like if I talk about the quants means, yeah, data interpretation is very important, but not that very difficult data interpretation or very logical kind of data interpretation, because at that time you don't have time that you will waste your 5 minutes in just thinking about the logic of the data interpretation. If you are very sure of the solution, definitely you can go for it. But if uh, you know where you have tried such data interpretation, or you don't know how to solve such a new pattern data interpretation, you should not jump for that solving that questions. Okay, because the way we approach the questions is also it is very important to help us gain good marks. Therefore, in quants also try to prepare the miscellaneous, like arithmetic portion, like immensuration and probability are two very important chapters for quants mains. Okay, as much as I have observed in in my preparation, and still now also, I'm also giving the regulatory examination. So I have observed that probability and mensuration, they form important parts of the mains. And yeah, some blank, blank based questions, no, and you have data sufficiency becomes important in the quants, and you have other miscellaneous questions like high level of simplifications and number series, some typical number series, they will make some high level of whatever you get in the prelims, they will give you the high level. So therefore first try to conquer the miscellaneous portion first and then go for data interpretation. That should be the approach you should follow for the quants mains. And quants mains also, like, you just give all the sectional marks, try to do some kind of, just see if you are like how you are scoring the maximum marks in which approach, like which questions you should attempt first, which questions you should attempt last, like which flow you should go, so that you are able to utilize best of your 40-45 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever you are getting in the exam. Okay, third things come the english also, like, english reading is becomes very important. So in for english also, as many sectional marks you will give. Okay, that is very, that is going to help you a lot. Okay, just give all the section main sectional marks you have, and try to give full marks of mains on sundays. On sundays just try to give full marks of mains, that is actually going to help you a lot. And on the weekdays you can just consume all your sectional marks. Okay, so you can, in a week you can keep 1 or 2 days for full marks, full mains marks, and other days you can keep for the sectional marks. So overall the idea is the approach matters a lot, and the sectional marks, practicing through sectional marks, is important. Without practicing you won't be able to score good marks in the mains. Okay, english also, just give as many marks as possible. Whatever topics you are weak in, you can just watch the lectures of those topic, and you can just solve it. You can just practice that particular topic. So in this way you have to prepare yourself. Current affairs is very important, because quants and reasoning is all of, it's similar for everyone. But the current affairs portion is like, uh, it can be a game changer for you. So from now only, don't keep the current affairs for the last minute, because current affairs at the last it becomes too bulky for you to remember everything. So just from now only, give it at least 2 hours a day. I used to give 4 hours, because learning new, or revising the previous one, it actually takes a lot of time. And current affairs have a, in SBI PO mains, that is, current affairs has a huge weightage. So more time you give, especially to the banking, finance and economy, current affairs you should prepare well. Any news related to Reserve Bank of India, or any major changes in the financial system is there, any news circular that is affecting the financial system anyway, such kind of articles you should go for. They become very important for your mains preparation. Okay, and for current affairs also, focus more on revision part, like revision must be 70%, 30% must be the new current affairs. So in a week what you can do is 4 days for the revision of the current affairs, and 3 days for the new current affairs. You can just adjust, like, make a proper approach, make a proper study plan for your current affair, because without that it's very difficult to crack your examination, please believe me. And this time, only 600 vacancies are there, the competition is very high. So start preparing from now only, don't wait. And don't think, if I get selected or not, one day you will be sitting in the mains, so you should have the preparation of mains. Okay, all the best. If you have more doubts, you can definitely ask me on the comment section. I will definitely bring out a video for you, and you can just suggest me some ideas, like what other videos should I make for you, or what are the problems that you face as a candidate. And because I was also a candidate, I have been in that process of preparing for the banking exam. I know actually the, you know, how the things work. So I will definitely help you out. And if there are some candidates who have the problem of that they are not getting the good marks in the marks, then I have a video for that already. I have made a video, you can just watch out. So thank you so much. Stay tuned.